the life, the bright lights, the type, the crowd likes. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they wanna be me, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
Warriors at Heat. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Tuesday, March 26th with another free pick. Rocking with the Golden State Warriors team total under 109.5. Those of you who've been rocking with the channel for a while, you know that I'm getting completely off Golden State, even in the middle of their fake-ass revival that I warned y'all about. I told y'all that was fool's gold. You're not going to be trash for 3/4 of the season, go on one run, and then expect me to believe that you're nice. That's not how any sport works. That aside, the reason I'm taking the 109 and under 109.5 is something that I saw in their last game. So, by their standards, Golden State's offense has not been good. Their defense is what's carried them through. So their defense combined with Miami's mediocre offense already has me leaning towards the under. In the last game that Golden State played, they put up 110 points against Minnesota, the best defense in the league. And that was despite having 103 possessions. You are not getting anywhere close to 103 possessions against the Miami Heat. I promise you that. The Heat play at one of the slowest paces in the league, and just look at their last couple of games. In their last game, them and the Cleveland Cavaliers didn't even get to 80 possessions. Both teams were in the 70s in terms of possessions. The game before that against New Orleans, I believe New Orleans had 83 possessions, Miami had 82. So Golden State will be lucky to even get to 90 possessions against this Miami Heat team. And when you add the lack of possessions to Golden State's, I'm going to call average offense, below average by their standards, combined with Miami's top 10 defense, which has been top 10 the entire league, all of these things lead me towards the under 109.5 for a Golden State team that's looking like they're locked into the playoff spot. We'll see what happens once the playoffs start. But as far as a regular season team, Golden State just ain't it. Give me the under 109.5. Let's cash another ticket, y'all.
Lakers at Bucks, 7:30 p.m. Pfizer Forum, an early card special NBA Shot Clock on this Tuesday. An official play, Milwaukee -8, 1 unit. This is a national game, and LeBron James is sitting out. We can argue what the reasoning behind that is, but we do need to analyze how the Lakers have played on the road without LeBron this year. They are 1-4 ATS in this environment with 3 specific non-covers in the last month and a half. A blowout loss at Golden State by 18, another double-digit loss at the Clippers, and a 7-point loss non-cover at Utah. Milwaukee already lost to the Lakers without LeBron this year. Another national game on March 8th at Crypto.com. In that particular game, a 1-point loss for the Bucks. D'Angelo Russell had a career game with 44 points on 17 for 25 from the field and 9 for 12 from the three-point line. You can't expect that to repeat itself, and you can't expect Milwaukee to bring a lackadaisical energy to this matchup knowing it happened already. They will be locked in, and they have been locked in all year at home against the West. 8-2 against playoff caliber teams from the Western Conference at home against the spread. Very specific covers. Dallas, Houston, Warriors, Nuggets, Clippers, Phoenix, Pelicans, and the Thunder. Milwaukee is bringing it at this point in the season. They will be turned up. This line suggests a double-digit victory. It is the best bet on the early card. Milwaukee -8. Let's cash this ticket.
Thunder at Pelicans. Junior Browne back with NBA Shot Clock on this Tuesday, March 26th with another free pick. And we're rocking with the under 222.5 in this big-time matchup. My initial lean was to take the Thunder -1, and guys, just so you understand my thinking in these situations, if I can get the better team at a short number, I'm pretty much going to take that almost every single time. And yes, the Pelicans are a very good team, but the Thunder have been better for the entire season. So unless it's Denver or Boston, if it's Thunder less than -3 against any other teams but those two, I'm taking the Thunder 99 times out of 100. The reason I am not taking them this time is because I see way more value in this total. First game ended at 216. Last time they played ended at 190. The team split both meetings. Brandon Ingram missed the first game. Zion missed the second game. What I've noticed is, and this is where I see value in this under 222.5, these teams really struggle to generate efficient offense against each other. In the two meetings, the Pelicans are averaging 95 points per 100 possessions. The Thunder, on the flip side, are averaging 105 points per 100 possessions. Both horrendous numbers when you're talking about offensive efficiency. Just to give you guys context, for those of you that don't look at advanced stats, which you should, by the way, the worst offense in the league is the Memphis Grizzlies, and they average 107 points per 100 possessions. So these two teams are scoring worse than the least efficient offense in the league when they face off against each other. I do not see why that would change in a situation with heightened urgency. The Pelicans are trying to hold on to that 4-5 seed while Brandon Ingram gets healthy. The Thunder desperately need that number 1 seed because they don't have any playoff experience. And you saw what the number 1 seed was for Denver. It was a huge part of them winning the title. So both teams really need this game. They're division rivals. I expect a playoff-like atmosphere, which already to me leads towards the under. This number is much bigger than the two totals we've seen previously between these teams. Give me the under 222.5. Where is the most values at? My best bet of the day. Let's cash another ticket, y'all.
Mavericks at Kings, 10 o'clock. Golden One Center, Sacramento, California. A top play, an official play on the Mavericks at +1.5, 1 unit. Both teams come into tonight's game on the second leg of a back-to-back. You ask yourself the question, is this equal fatigue? Absolutely not. Prior to last night's game in Utah, Dallas had 3 full nights of rest over the weekend prior to this back-to-back. Sacramento is the polar opposite. This is the 5th game in 7 nights for the Kings. Having traveled from Toronto to Washington to Orlando, back home last night against Philadelphia, their second back-to-back sequence of the last 7 days. This is one of the biggest fatigue spots for the Kings all year. Sacramento is 4-8 ATS on the second leg of a back-to-back, consistently underperforming, particularly at home. And this is a turn-up spot for Dallas. Dallas has already lost twice to the Kings this year at home in Dallas, and the line is telling us a significant story. In the last game, played on January 27th, Sacramento was a road favorite at -4. This should move up in strength at home for Sacramento, and it's moving down to -1.5, suggesting the rest advantage is immense for Dallas, and the double revenge motivation is also huge for Dallas when these teams are neck and neck in the back end of the Western Conference playoff picture. We have this game graded as a Dallas outright win by 4 points. It is NBA Shot Clock on this Tuesday. Always bet responsibly, and let's dominate.